The 351 today, we're talking about some standouts in the Vancouver versus Seattle game yesterday. We saw a lot of young guys playing for both sides, especially Seattle on their D core and up front. They had a lot of guys who were big name prospects, big name pieces and components to their team in the future playing. And I thought they're playing pretty key minutes throughout this game. When we talk about Berkeley Catton, he was flying throughout the game. I thought he was just very active offensively, very active in transition, carrying the play offensively. Has a lot of jump to his game, and you can see it. And he has a lot of flash and a lot of skill to his game. So he's very exciting to watch. There's a lot of potential for his game. And I believe he was playing close to home. I believe he's from somewhere around the area. So probably was cool for him to play there in Vancouver. And obviously he looked really good. So he was really skilled. Lucas Dragicevic was really noticeable in transition and offensively, being able to move the puck up, being able to move players north, being able to quick up on breakouts and outlet passes, and just being able to carry the play that way. I thought he was doing a lot of that and it was good to see out of him. And he's just very noticeable being able to be an all around playmaker in terms of his offensive ability. And that's what he was drafted for. That's what they're trying to get out of him. Obviously, not necessarily the best skater in terms of edges and being able to pivot from his back foot to his front foot. But I think when you look at the makeup of his game, the mold of his game, he just plays a transition oriented game. And Seattle, they have transition oriented defensemen, and he's going to fit that mold longer term as well. And some of the younger guys too, like Yanni Neiman was noticeable. He had a goal. Tyson Jugnoff was noticeable. Ryan Winterden was noticeable. And they had some veterans playing, not a ton. And I thought Jagger Fergus was noticeable. I always really liked Jagger Fergus's game ever since he was a draft eligible player. I've liked his game and the translatability of his game. I think he's gonna be an impact player for a long time in the NHL. It's just might take him a few years to get there, but I see a lot of upside for him there. For Vancouver, I thought Braden Coots has been quite a pleasant surprise for me in the preseason. He's just been noticeable on puck touches. He's been noticeable carrying the play, moving plays quickly, and being able to be an east-west playmaker is important at his position as a center. And he did a very good job of that in this game, and he's doing a great job on the power play too as well. And of course, guys like Brock Besser, Vander Kane was noticeable in this game. Jake DeBrusk, Philip Peroni. I think those guys are gimmies in terms of the impact that they're going to make on the game. Same with Quinn Hughes. So you're not really getting any surprise factors out of there. Elias Pettersson was another one. Kiefer Sherwood, same thing. Like all those guys are noticeable. I thought Tom Willander was interesting to watch. Now Ratu was interesting to watch. Like not necessarily high leverage guys per se, but guys who can still make an impact offensively, can carry the play and be able to facilitate plays offensively. So they were noticeable. Jonathan Lekkerimäki was of course fairly noticeable as a playmaker, being able to play east west, being able to use his speed on his crossovers. I thought his attack routes were noticeable in the neutral zone, and he was again facilitating. They have a lot of facilitators in terms of their offensive guys, and Lekkerimäki is one of those guys who you can play him on either wing. He looks very comfortable playing both sides of the wing, and he's just a very fascinating player for me to watch. I'm really impressed with his skill, his habits, his detail, his route positioning, and how he's just able to carry the play without the puck more so than with the puck. So he's going to be noticeable. I'm curious to see how he's going to do and the rest of the Canucks, how they're going to do heading into the 25-26 season.